Okay, first of all, what's your name
I'm Thaher Sahli. My name is Thaher Sahli.
and what's your activity?
I am Palestinian activist and represent Yarmouk coordination for the Syrian revolution.
Okay, and can you explain something about the struggle in Syria in general?
You can say there is a dictatorship using all his power, all his weapons against his own people, against the civilians, against the neighborhoods, using all of kinds of weapons from aircraft to howitzer to mortar, and there is a huge siege around all the cities which is outside the control of the regime. The places or areas regime withdrawn his forces from it. It's become under siege and under bombing and under all attacks that regime use. But from the beginning of the revolution, it's clear that the regime was answering all the peaceful demonstration against his regime and asking for freedom and for justice. He started to respond with violence and with aggressive bombing, aggressive reactions.
And which are the main objectives of your revolution?
The main objective of our revolution is have freedom and have dignity for the Syrian people and have rights to choose their future, their representative, and their lives. Well, we have regime since 40 years take Syria like a hostage for his own interest and use the Palestinian issue also to keep Syria like a hostage in his own cage.
And how is it change your activity before the struggle and during the struggle?
I didn't get it. How did you mean? Before the struggle, we were, our main issue was the Palestinian issue. We were making some films, trying to make cinema. But after the revolution, we become activists. It's not our choices. And how could you name yourself activist? It's not your matter. It's not your business. It's what you did. What are you doing? If you want to take medical stuff for injured people, for people under siege, you are a criminal and you are activist on the eyes of the regime. And if you want to send some food for places which under siege and under bombing, you are a terrorist and you are helping a terrorist group. So you become activist without choice. Yeah.
And how is the composition of the opposition groups inside the revolution against the government?
It's not one line and one behavior and one objective, one idea, but let's talk in majority. Most of the Syrian group on the ground, I'm not talking about the outside opposition, I'm talking about the Syrian group inside Syria, which I met, which I work with. No, they unite, they know what they want to stop the killing people, they want to remove this regime. We try to remove it with peaceful process, but it's impossible because the regime respond with massacres, with bloodshed. It's difficult, and we hope that we continuing with the peaceful process.
And how is important the Syrian revolution in consideration of the regional context in particular and linked with the Palestinian struggle?
I believe Syrian people, they support the Palestinian people and Palestinian issue, with regime and without the regime. The regime, what he did, he used the Palestinian issue. He used the Palestinian issue and he used the passion of the Syrian people, which most of them they are pro-Palestinian and Palestinian issue.
Okay. Can you tell us something about your work as blogger?
We start to not just myself, with some friends. We start to write about the Palestinian issue and about the regime, and we trying to tell the Syrian people and tell the other world what this regime doing is. It's not with our name. Yeah. It's not under the Palestinian issue and Palestinian interest. It's criminals, like what the Israeli occupation did for our own people in Palestine. We try to ask Syrian people continuing with the peaceful process, but I told you it's impossible, because what they faced, it's every action have the same reaction. What we are doing right now, our main objective, it's Palestinian people inside Syria, which they face criminal, which they face massacres, which they, like the Syrian people, face this security resolution or security solution, which the regime have choice since the beginning. We're trying to talk about the civilian state. We're trying to talk about the citizenship state, which everyone is equal: women, Kurdish, Muslims, all the ethnic of the Syrian people. And we think it's possible. Until now, it's possible. But we need to end the massacre. We need to remove this regime first, because all the minority paid the same tax which all the Syrian people already paid. We're talking about regime doesn't take care of this opposition leader is from minority or from majority. Let's remember Abdulaziz Al-Khair, which he is Alawi, and he spent 10 years from his life inside the Syrian prisons. And right now he is he is in the prison also, and he was participate in a dialogue conference in China, and he get promise from the China government that he will go to participate in this conference and go back with peaceful. No one will touch him. They arrest him from the airport, and he is disappeared since that time, and he's Alawi.
And how was important